Today's story takes place in Sunny Slope, which is a small community in North Phoenix. In 1955, at this home lived 33-year-old Roy Zumstein, his wife, 25-year-old Shirley Mae, and their two children, Roy Jr., age 5, and Dennis, age 4. They were married in 1949 and made their home in Sunny Slope. Roy was a hod carrier, or a brick carrier. However, due to a recent local strike, he was unemployed, and this put a major strain on the relationship. And it caused Shirley Mae to become despondent. She complained of being overwrought and not being able to sleep. They finally made an appointment to see a doctor, which was scheduled for the afternoon of Thursday, August 11th. On Wednesday night, August 10th, Roy, Shirley Mae, and the kids returned home after staying a week at this house, which is her brother's house. They cared for her brother's children while his wife was in the hospital having their 5th child. Around 11:30 the next day, Roy left to pick up a few items from the grocery store, which was down the street. He wasn't gone long, and when he returned, nothing could have possibly prepared him for what he was about to walk into. On the floor in the living room, he found the decapitated bodies of Roy Jr. and Dennis, lying next to his wife, whose throat had been cut. He raced to the grocery store and told the owner what happened, and he called police, while Roy drove to the home of Dr. K. Hall, and they returned to the scene. Police arrived on scene. Roy Zumstein was distraught and inconsolable. He was taken to his parents' home in Cave Creek and given a sedative. Police determined that it was a murder-suicide. They spoke to a neighbor of the Zumsteins who said that she had heard a child scream around noon, but didn't think anything of it. She and other neighbors said that Shirley Mae was always calm and collected. The medical examiner determined that Shirley Mae had hit both of the boys over the head with a mason's hammer, then decapitated them with a hunting knife. Later that evening, Roy Zumstein and other family members gathered at the home of his sister, where he finally collapsed. Services were held at the Sunny Slope Chapel, Lundberg Hansen Mortuary. Dennis Lynn Zumstein and his brother Roy Jr. are buried at West Rest Haven Park Cemetery in Glendale, Arizona. Shirley Mae is also buried there. 3 years later, Roy Zumstein remarried. They didn't have any children, but they were married until his death in 2007 at the age of 85. He's buried in Wellston, Oklahoma. His wife at the time, Carol Annette Carnes Zumstein, died 8 years later in 2015 at the age of 81. The Zumsteins' home is still there today, where this horrific tragedy happened. The grocery store no longer there, but the building is. It's now a car dealership. Police determined that it had to do with their financial situation so many years ago. So tragic and so sad. I cannot imagine what Roy Zumstein went through, but I know that he's been reunited with his boys in heaven.